Hi, welcome to Market Watch Wednesday, where we bring you the latest boats come on the market over the last 7 days. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, then get yourselves over to insideryachting.com, as that's where you can get more information about any of the yachts that we see today. Now, if you're already on Insider Yachting, then I have full brochures already created for each and every one of these yachts. So if there's any that you would like more information on, then you can either contact us through the website, or you can email me direct at philip.bell@insideryachting.com and leave me your name, your email address, and the name of the boat that you're interested in, and we'll get all of that information over to you right away. And the brochures have all the photographs, all the descriptions, and the specifications of each of these yachts. So let's take a look at this week's yachts. So the first here is Big Blue. This is a Troy Marine. Troy Marine are over in Turkey, so they don't have a huge pedigree, but this is still actually a very beautiful boat. It's cruising the Solomon Islands at the moment. It's 137 feet long, launched in 2009, went through a refit last year. They're asking just under $20 million. It's actually a beautiful boat on the interior. Polly, now this is another nice boat. This is a Alloy yacht. Now, Alloy are built out of New Zealand. They're great pedigree, very good quality boats over there. She's 135 feet long. She's in Fort Lauderdale. She launched in 2007. She's asking $13.5 million. That's a great boat. She's a 5-stateroom boat, has the twin Caterpillars on board. Libertas, we've seen this one before. This is a CRN, effectively a Ferretti. Once the Ferretti boats get up to a certain size, no one wants to own a 130-foot Ferretti, so they brand it as CRN. It's effectively the same company. It's the same as Azimut and Benetti. You'll see two boats of exactly the same size and exactly the same model. One will be branded Azimut, one will be branded Benetti. It's essentially the same product, just a different name. So Libertas, we've seen her before. She's been on the market previously. I think she's just come up with a new brokerage representing the seller. So she's 130 feet long, has 5-stateroom layout. It's over here in Florida, and they're asking just under $11.5 million. No Bada Bees, this is the first time we've seen this come on the market since it was new. It's an IAG, which is a Chinese built boat. As you'll see from the radar arch there, they're pretty light on equipment. That's why this boat is only asking just under $10 million. It's not the greatest quality, but still there's a lot of boat here for the money. Petra, this is an ISA. This is their sort of classic style from the ISA yard. They're actually pretty good quality out of the yard, but 119 feet long, launched in 2009. It's over in Croatia. They're asking just under $13 million, which is a pretty steep price for this boat. It's a 5-stateroom layout. It's sort of that go-between of a flybridge boat and a tri-deck. This is a Bilgin Madness. It's launched in 2010. Bilgin is another Turkish yard. The boat's over in Spain at the moment, has a 5-stateroom layout, 110 feet long, launched in 2010. They're asking just over $5 million. That's actually quite a good price for that boat. Indigo, we've seen this come on and off the market over the last few years. This is a CBI Navi. It's here in Fort Lauderdale, has only a 3-stateroom layout, so it's a huge interior volume, but not a lot of staterooms. Launched in 1998, it did go through a big refit last year, 2013. Bonito, this is a Falcon. Now they're pretty popular over in Europe. Don't get a huge number of them over here. It's over in Greece, in Athens. Has a 4-stateroom layout, I believe. Launched in 2006. They're asking just over $3 million. This is an Azimut, a newer Azimut, launched in 2010. It has a 4-stateroom layout. This one's over in Abu Dhabi. These European style boats are very popular over there. Has some nice options, nice fixed hardtop, asking just under $8 million. That's a pretty good buy. It's a 100-foot Azimut. This is a Cantieri di Arno. This is another European build, very similar to the Mangusta style boats. It's sort of an elongated express cruiser. 88 feet long, launched in 2001. Doesn't really have much of a pedigree, and that probably explains the asking price is only under $990,000. Vive la Vie, this is an older Azimut built in 1997. It's here in Florida. They're asking just over $1.5 million. It's 85 feet long. That has a 4 stateroom layout, perhaps a little bit high on the asking price there as well. Shani Tot, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is a Lazara. It's here in Florida, has a 5 stateroom layout. These Lazaras like this actually have a huge interior volume. They have a great forward country style kitchen. It's got a nice shallow draft, so great for cruising the Bahamas and around Florida. So this is launched in 2006, has a 5 stateroom layout, has the twin Caterpillars on board, asking just under $3 million. Capriccio, this is a Berger, 1987, asking $990,000. It's here in South Florida. There are a few of these flush deck Bergers around that are actually pretty nice boats, good for liveaboard options. We'll run through these. There are about 43 boats came on the market this week. This is an offshore called September 2006. It was launched. It is 72 feet long. It has a 4 stateroom layout. They're over in Washington at the moment, just under $1.9 million. A Symbol, this is another great option for liveaboards. Nice forward, large country style galley. It's on sort of a split level there, so it's a bit of a different look to some of the classic style, sort of country style kitchens, which are on the same level as the main salon. Main reason for raising that level up is it gives you more headroom in the master cabin, full beam master cabin. So this has a 4 stateroom layout. It has twin Caterpillars on board. The boat's over or up in Palm Beach at the moment. 2007 it was launched. Great asking price, $975,000 for a 2007. That's a pretty compelling buyer there. Sisu, this is a Viking convertible sport fish, launched in 2013, so basically a brand new boat. Has the higher powered MTU engines on board, has 3 stateroom layout, asking just under $4.7 million. Cavita, this is a 70-foot Hatteras, old classic Hatteras, another good option for liveaboards. $399,000, nice and cheap option there for someone looking for a big volume 70-foot boat. And this has 4 stateroom layout. Princess or Viking sport cruisers as we know them over here. The boat's over in Thailand, so if someone's looking over there, then it's a good option for you, saves any of the import costs. 2004 this was launched. It's their 68 model. They're asking $1.15 million. Has a 5 stateroom layout, so that's probably including the crew berth there, which is back aft on the main deck. Sea Leaf, now I did a review of this boat that'll be on insideryachting.com. This is an Ocean Alexander, hugely upgraded from the build. Has lots and lots of equipment that you would expect to see on a much larger boat. So this is actually a fantastic buy here. 2010 it was launched, asking just under $2 million. The boat's here in South Florida. Has a 3 stateroom layout, but beautiful on the interior and very, very highly upgraded during the build. Hammer Time, this is a McKenna. We don't see too many of those over here. This boat's in New Jersey. Launched in 2009, asking just under $1 million. Has the 3 stateroom layout. Misty K2, this is a Neptunus, 62 feet long, launched in 2007. It's here in Miami. They're asking $1.25 million for a 2007. That's not too bad at asking price. Some of the early 2000 Neptunus are actually going for a pretty good price now. The 62s would be certainly well under $1 million. Southside, this is a Striker Sportfish convertible, launched in 1987, so a very old boat, 3 stateroom layout, asking 485,000. Perhaps a little bit high on the asking price there, considering that's so old. Tollycraft Mar Linda, this is a 61 foot launched in 1989, asking 599,000. They're over in Washington. Miss Maggie, an old Nordland, asking 439,000. This has a 3 stateroom layout. That's up in Stuart, here in South Florida. This is a new build spec for a 60 Hatteras. Just under $2.5 million, obviously depending on a lot of the engines that you install, whether you have the fixed hardtop or electronics package, so that price there does vary pretty dramatically depending on your options during the build. Convertible Bertram, $1.25 is the asking price, launched in 2007. It's here in Florida. Floridians love the Bertram. It's a great seagoing boat, and it has a 4 stateroom layout as well, so that's a pretty good option there. Beluga 3, this is a Ferretti, 59 feet, launched in 2005. It's here in South Florida. Only asking 830,000, so that's a pretty good price there as well. Has a 3 stateroom layout. Hatteras, an old Hatteras, 1971, under $300,000, has a 3 stateroom layout, which is nice for this size boat, so another good option for liverboards, but definitely an old boat. You want to make sure you get your survey done pretty thoroughly on this boat. This is a 2012 Cruisers, doesn't give us the name, but they're asking 425,000. Launched in 2012. It's up in the panhandle of Florida in Destin. Only 2 stateroom layout, but a nice, cheaper express cruiser is the word I'm looking for. Bayliner. This is a 1999 boat, another old one, $329,000. This has a 3 stateroom layout. I believe it's 57 feet long. That's up in New York at the moment. Ohana Zakaba, another very popular choice for liverboards. A newer boat, 2006, only asking 599,000. So that's a great price there, over in Washington, and 3 stateroom layout there as well. So the last few now, Watermark 55 foot Hatteras. It is the convertible Sportfish version, launched in 2008, asking $1.25 million. It's up in Connecticut at the moment. That has a 3 stateroom layout. Love the hulls with the Hatteras. They typically ride a little bit better than the Vikings do. Deesgirl 3, this is a Navigator, not a huge number of these over here, but they are pretty popular amongst that sort of trawler crowd. 2004 is launched, $389,000. It's over in Sarasota. On the Fly, this is a Viking Sport Cruiser, launched in 1999, only asking $289,000, so that's not too bad for that manufacturer. Vikings or Princess are a good pedigree builder, and that's over in Washington. 5Gs, this is a 2000 Grand Banks. It's up in Palm Beach, asking $695,000, has a 3 stateroom layout. The Grand Banks are, of course, one of the most popular choices for that trawler style. Sea Ray, 2003, this was launched, $289,000. It's over in Annapolis, 3 stateroom layout, and they're asking $289,000. Ashley Ann, this is a Silverton, 2005 this was launched. It's over in Texas, asking $439,000. Another fairly popular option for liverboards as well. Nice shallow draft too. This is a newer Sea Ray, launched in 2010. It has the Zeus drives, as it says its name there. The boat's over in New York. It has the 2 stateroom layout, but nice boat, nice hull side windows in this. Not quite as many as the newest version, but still a great option for sort of a newer style boat, asking $589,000. Guardian, an old Novatech. This is in Maryland. It's launched in 2004, asking $450,000, so maybe a little high on the asking price there. Another Sea Ray, launched in 2007, asking $459,000. This one's launched in 2007, has a 2-stateroom layout. It's here in Florida. An Ocean convertible sport fish, not the best of quality, but at $150,000 for a 1995 boat, that's a pretty compelling option there. So the last two now, we have a Viking convertible sport fish. This is here in Destin. It's asking $949,000, which is maybe a little steep, but then it is a 2010 boat, so it's fairly new for the sport fishers. And the last one here, love this name, Aquaholic. This is a cruise, was launched in 2004, asking $239,000. It's down in Miami, and that has a 3-stateroom layout, so a great option there for someone looking for a large interior volume for what's fairly cheap boat to own. So that's it. A lot of boats today. I think we had 45 or 48 boats to run through today, so a little longer than we usually have. So the full brochures are ready to go for each and every one of these boats. That gives you all the photographs, all the descriptions, all the specifications. So email me direct at philip.bell@insideryachting.com, or contact us through the website. Leave us your name, your email address, and the name of the boat that you're interested in, and we'll get that over to you right away. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you next week.